Hi Leo, it's CJ here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I am so grateful for each of you. Thank you so much for being here. This reading, Leo, is going to be for you for the month of October 2022. Can't even believe that we're almost there. And it's going to be a general reading, so only, as always, take what flows and leave the rest behind. All right, I hope you're doing really, really good and that life is being kind to you, Leo. Let's get into your reading and see what Spirit has for you. All right, we're going to start with getting you a divine animal message, and we'll see what that is, because it's going to be the energy that you're going to be able to work with, or that even might be around you for the month of October, Leo. And then we'll get into a 9-card spread, all right? So let's begin. All right, Spirit, for Leo. What's going on for Leo? The month of October. For my Leos, my beautiful fire, those roaring lions. What's going on for them for this next month of October 2022. And let me just say also, as I'm shuffling, it's going to be a pretty important month. I feel I'm very excited for it. We have this new full moon in Aries that's going to be occurring on October 9th. And that's really interesting because Aries is the first cardinal sign. It's the first sign actually of astrology, Mercury retrograde, right? So I don't know if you're going through it, Leo, but I'm definitely going through it. My speech is not working very well. But anyways, and Aries is about, I am, right? But being a full moon is also about releasing, whereas this full moon in Aries is going to be more about creating and renewal. So it's kind of this dichotomy between endings, things letting go, leaving things, letting things leave your life that are not fitting you anymore, but also a time of like starting something too. And then when we get to October, we've got that beautiful new moon in Scorpio. And it's not only a new moon, it is going to be a lunar eclipse. So a lot of energy going on. And as you know, if you follow tarot, Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. So it's really interesting that we're opening the month off in October, talking about, starting something new, but also letting things go. And then we're almost coming to a close at the end of the month with the exact same theme. So I just find it really important. I wanted to mention that. I forgot at the very beginning. So, it may be of importance to you. So let's now carry on and let's get back into your reading. For Leo, what animal card, please? For Leo, beautiful Leos out there, for October. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. What message for Leo? Couple more shuffles here. Wow, we have observation. Aries had this exact same card come out. Wow, observation. I don't know how to say this bird. It's a falcon. It's peregrine. It looks very huge. It's very beautiful. And as we know, falcons are magnificent birds. This is all about observing something here, Leo. It's a general, so it could be in your love life. It could be about career. It could even be about you observing yourself in some kind of situation. Number 25 may be important. I want to just get what's on the bottom. Wow. I swear Aries had this too. Orca, songlines. That is really, really bizarre that you both fire signs have, I'm pretty sure, gotten the same messages here coming through. All right, so let's talk about Orca. First of all, you probably know that orcas are really all about their family. They're very protective. They're very loving. They defend each other. They speak their own language, though. Their language compared to another group of orcas, similar, but there's a different dialect that goes on. So that could have something to do about with your reading in October. This could be saying that even though you may be communicating and saying same words as other people, there may be some kind of a hang-up where the communication isn't coming through as clearly. It also could be indicating there's something here going to be in October that is relating to your bloodlines, to your ancestors. It could even be something that you have carried down that you're really aware that your ancestors used to do. Once we get into the tarot, I'm sure these messages will come out a little louder. But the thing is that you have the exact same cards as Aries. So if you have any Aries placement, I would suggest go check that reading out. It might give you a fuller picture here. All right, let's get into your 9-card block. All right, Spirit. Let's get ready for Leo. What's going on for Leo? Show me clearly, please, for Leo. Leo, October. Leo, October. Okay, that is a lot. But you know what? We're going to take them because there might be exactly 9. I can't tell yet. So let's get started. Okay, there's the world showing up. This is that completion of something here. It's a cycle that's closing out for you. Followed by the 7 of Swords. Very interesting. And then the Ace of Cups. Empress, gorgeous. The Hierophant, 3 major arcana already, Leo. Ace of Wands. So you've got 2 aces here and 2 major arcana, as well as a Hierophant. 7 of Wands. The 3 of Cups. Well, look at that. They gave us 10 cards. 5 of Swords along with the 10 of Swords. Oof. Okay, Leo, let's start on your reading. I want to see what's under the deck here. Judgment, another major arcana. 7 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. All right, let's start. All right, so I'm instantly just getting this energy of one part of your world, Leo, is shifting and changing. It is leaving you, or you are releasing some part of your life here with the world showing up in the first place. It could be about a relationship that you're walking away from, because we do have the Hierophant in the center of your reading here. And the Hierophant is Taurus's card, but the Hierophant is about tradition, higher learning, trusting your higher learning, connecting with that deep, deep, deep knowing you have inside of yourself. And it also represents like contracts, marriages, that kind of energy where there is more of that traditional way that we used to do things. So for some of you, this could be regarding, like I said, a situation that might be in a love relationship. We do have the 5 of Swords showing up here too. So on the diagonal, that's quite interesting. It looks like someone is walking away if this is about a relationship. Could also be about a career. Maybe you are deciding to leave one job and go to another because you have elevated yourself to a certain point where you're at right now. It's not working. Maybe the pay is not great. Maybe you've just gotten bored. It's outdated now. It's like you need something new, Leo. You need something that is going to be more, that's going to light your soul up. Now, I do feel, though, with the Falcon showing up here, if that is your case, I almost feel like they're saying don't make any move quite yet, because that is the energy of, like I said, observing, not necessarily putting any kind of action in. It's more about, if it's about you getting another job, because like I said, this is general, right? So it's going to apply to everyone a little bit different. So I'm just going to stick with what they're giving me on a general sense. But let's say, you are like feeling that I don't want to do this anymore. And perhaps you're feeling ripped off because we have the 7 of Swords right by the world. 7 of Swords is about someone taking something from you and thinking that they can get away with it. So for example, if I stay with this idea of it being your job, let's say you've been there for a long time. You've been working somewhere for a long time and you've just gotten to this place where you're like, I need more. I mean, I've expanded internally, mentally, spiritually, even in your deep soul, and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And perhaps you're feeling like underpaid, undervalued. You're feeling like not appreciated. Feeling like someone is, the boss, for example, or the company is taking more from you than they are giving, but they're almost doing it in a sneaky way. So it's a really interesting energy that's coming through here. It doesn't have to be that situation. I'm just saying that there is something better, I feel, that you were wanting to go after here. And I say that because we have the Empress, we have the Ace of Wands, when we have the Ace of Cups, and the 3 of Cups here. So it's like, however this is working for you, oh, excuse me, this is a big deal because of all the major arcana that we have. It's like there's a contemplation level here that is happening for you, and I do feel that Spirit is coming through to say, observe first, maybe don't overreact. Can I say that word? I'm not trying to offend you at all. I don't know why I'm feeling like I can't speak properly, like in my throat. So I'm not sure if that's how you're feeling, Leo, about some situation. You're almost like can't speak up. But look, that could be just a side note here. But what I'm feeling is it's like, if this is a job, there's my beautiful Luna protecting my home. Let's say it's a job and you're like, you know what, I'm getting underpaid, I'm taken advantage of, I want this cycle to stop, I'm sick of being here, I need to move on to a new career or new path and whatever, maybe even wanting to get your own business going with the Ace of Wands here. I feel like they're just saying, contemplate a little bit, right? Doesn't mean don't do it, it just means wait and see, contemplate. There's some reason you have to observe here that they're giving you. And, you know, it could even be with Orca. Maybe there's something here to do with your family, if you have a family, that they're perhaps saying maybe just wait a little bit, because if you have kids, let's say you're married and it is about a career move that you're planning on making, you don't want to do anything hastily, especially in this world that we're living in right now. It is really tough, right? It's tough for so many of us out there. Struggling to try and make sense of it all, struggling to try and stay grounded, to keep the faith, to have positive energy around us. This might not be the exact time. The thing is, though, there is a shift coming. I just feel like they want you to really kind of expand your eyes and really make sure you're looking at the full picture here. Just like I said, a falcon, they fly so high, especially when they're looking for their prey, right? So if you can kind of take that bird's eye view here, so that you're not risking anything that may be involving your family. And that doesn't mean you have to have kids or a husband. Whatever family might be for you, right? It could be really close friends. But there's something here about that. Now, I'm also getting with Orca, perhaps you are in a business, a career, or something that is, how do I say this? Something that is connected to someone that is in your family. Like, for example, maybe you do what your dad did, or maybe you do what your mom did. There may be something in that, or perhaps that's the area you're wanting to go. This is a really interesting message. Anyways, let's move off of that, okay? Because there is something here that you're feeling there's something here somewhere in your life that feels like someone is doing something that is not good. And they're doing it behind your back. I don't think it's you. I think it's someone else. So I don't know who the Seven of Swords would be for you, but I do feel that there's a need for this to be ended. There is a need for completion, but just not to rush into it. To really have your eyes wide open and get really grounded with what you're wanting to bring in. This is fitting perfectly with that full moon in Aries and even the new moon in Scorpio. Look, we have the Ace of Cups. There is this new offer, or there will soon be a new offer of something that is going to really fill your heart up here. It could be a new relationship, right? Or it could be just something that you're pursuing that you're way more emotionally inspired by. We also have the Ace of Wands, as I spoke about. Now, that's your element. Ace of Wands for me is my yes card. It is also that beautiful energy of really getting in connection with your third eye and really zoning in on what is your passion? What are the actions you want to take to be able to connect with what your true sense of purpose here on earth is? That's coming. It is coming. I just feel like there's a little bit of clearing out that has to happen, but not hastily. I mean, it's got to be done a little bit, maybe not necessarily slow. Maybe that's not what they're giving me here, but maybe it's more of just making sure you are checking everything before putting it into action. We have the Empress here, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful, especially underneath the world here and beside the Hierophant. There's this energy of abundance coming towards you. This may be something that you've been waiting for a long time, Aries. You might have been on a journey here that it has just been feeling like your glass has been half empty continually. And that could be in finances. It could be in your family. It could be in your career. It could be in your love relationship. It could be in every single thing, or it might just be one or two of those. But there is something beautiful coming towards you. But again, just like that observing card, the Empress is in some way kind of like observing, because she's not taking action here. She is letting what she focused on grow. In this case, her belly, right? And that is the world showing up here too. So I feel this is the main message that's coming through is whatever this is regarding for you, Leo, if this is resonating with you, this focus or this new focus that you may be planning on making, allow it to have some time to really become ready to be birthed. That's how I feel. And, you know, even with that full moon here on the Empress, This might be something that you're deciding around the 9th of October. Or this could be even an offer that might be coming in that's going to be a lot better than wherever you are right now. If this is about a relationship, it is now, it just looks like the time is that there's a shift that has to happen. Because look, we got the 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. 7 of Wands is that energy two ways. It could be like you're feeling a bit defensive. Perhaps you're feeling defensive because you feel like someone is taking from you, which makes complete sense. It could also be that you are actually just trying to bide your time, find your peace, get yourself grounded, and not let outside influence affect you in the direction you're going. We have the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. So it feels a little convoluted, this reading, because it's like there's so much positivity happening, but then we have a couple of cards that feel a little bit lower vibrational. So this could even be someone that is around you that you are connected that is representing the lower vibing energy. Or it could be even part of you being confused, not sure which way to go. But I feel like you really want to lighten up here. 3 of Cups is about being light. It is also about being around the right people that are going to support you just as you support them. But there's confusion here because we have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is that mental anguish of not knowing what direction you want to go in. It can even be that person, maybe the 7 of Swords person, that is trying to screw with you, that they just want to win all the time, and it's causing you to have some non-clarity in your mind. But however this is applying, there is the 10 of Swords here, and if you take a good look at this 10 of Swords, it's not so horrible as it is represented in other tarot cards, because this is that lesson where you've realized you have learned everything that you could. You've gone through the pain, you've gone through the disappointments, you've gone through it all to the place where now you realize that there is movement that you're going to have to make. And I do feel like this part may be coming to the conclusion more in the mid or end of October. I don't know. But that's really kind of what I'm feeling with the 10 of Swords. You're leaving something or someone behind in search of going for something that is going to be more perhaps aligned with you. As I said, I just get this feeling with the Hierophant in the center that it's like there's some part of you that is calling for more, that's calling for expansion. Now we do have Judgment that's on the bottom of the deck here, Leo. So with the Judgment, few energies that come through with Judgment, because this is a major powerhouse kind of card. First of all, it's very divinely orchestrated. It is about freeing yourself from situations, people, mindset that has kept you down and rising up and getting reborn. So isn't that interesting that we have the Empress and the Judgment, that this is all speaking about, the phoenix rising out of the ashes, which in essence is like getting a new life, right? So I find that really interesting because there's something powerful going to be happening for you. That once you make this change, there is no going back. Judgment also speaks of finality, right? So if you, for example, we go back to that first example that I had, you want out of your career, you want out of your job, and you move hastily and you don't consider everything, you will not be able to go back and get that job back. That's what that means. That's what Judgment means. It's final. It's just, and divine supports you on whatever way you want to go here. We do have power over ourselves, and we have power how we think and how we feel. But the universe, the vibration we put out is what we receive. So I think it's really important for you to simply observe a lot in October, because there may be things that are happening around you later on or behind the scenes that you're not seeing at this moment. Now, I still am just I gotta be honest, I'm still not sure why they're giving me Orca. I'm not being able to tie this in at this moment, so I'm just going to let this go and see if there's anything that they want that is further that they're going to give us, because I'm not picking anything up, and I'm not going to force it, right? So let's get into the clarifiers. I do want to take a moment and just say that the 7 Pentacles that was underneath, it's like you are really, there is something that you're considering here. You are really contemplating that energy of, is it worth it to stick it out? Stick out the relationship, stick out the marriage, stick out the job. Is it? The only thing with the Seven of Pentacles, especially in my Light Seers deck, I would caution with, is just because the tree looks pretty small on the top does not mean that there's not big pentacles growing underneath. In this case, there is. So it is one where you really kind of, like I keep going back here, it is about you really just trying to take things as kind of slow as you can, because I don't have any cards as of yet that feel like there's a need to rush. I don't feel like there's a need to rush. This is waiting for you. Okay, let's get into clarifiers. Let's go deeper and see what this is about. You know, okay, now they just gave me something here about the orca. Related to, you know, ancestors, people that have crossed on, maybe your family, your parents, whatever, however this may apply. Is there something that you're doing that your parent did, for example? That's what they're giving me. So I don't know why they're giving me that to me, but it's like there's some kind of contemplation here with that's involving some kind of your bloodline, like I said, your ancestors going back, that seems to be connected to you here. Let's see if clarifying is going to help. All right, let's get into it. Spirit for Leo, my beautiful Leos, what's going on here? Let's clarify the world. What's closing out? What is this cycle that is closing out for Leo? Please show me clearly. Okay, thank you. The Queen of Wands. Well, you're showing up here. This is you. Yeah, can't really see it very well. Queen of Wands is clarifying the world. I feel like it's like you are wanting to get back in your power, Leo, in some way. You know, the Seven of Swords, I just keep going back to that. It's like, it's just like there's just this feeling of not authentic. There's something not authentic with the Seven of Swords. So I don't know if that's the person that you're dealing with, or if that is something that you have been hiding from yourself in some way here. But nevertheless, the Queen of Wands means, you know, really pursuing what you actually are passionate about. That's what she does. She goes after what she wants. She's very creative. She's very passionate, but she's also like, she is that light that when she walks in a room, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female, everyone loves to be around her because she's just illuminating magic and light, and she's happy and joyful because she has just refused to give up on what she wants. So it's a beautiful energy of really pursuing what you want. So it makes sense, especially with the world showing up, as if you want this one cycle to close. Let's get a clarifier on the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I got the Ten of Cups underneath. So for some of you, this may be a relationship that you are at a crossroads and you are wanting a new start. Maybe you're not breaking up, but maybe you want a new beginning with your partner. Obviously, not everyone's in a relationship, so maybe for some of you, you are wanting you're wanting a relationship. There's something here about you having a new start, but having patience and staying grounded the whole while until you get exactly that nudge of which way and when to make this move. Hope this is making sense. Show me clearly for the Five of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, please. The Nine of Swords. Wow, that's crazy. And once again, we got the Ten of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so for the majority of you Leos, I really actually am starting to think that this is more about your family. Because Ten of Cups showed up twice. This Ten of Cups is beautiful. That's your happiness in everything. It's just happy in your heart, happy with your family, happy with your children if you have them, right? Happy with your friends. It's just having your wishes fulfilled to the 10th degree here. Now, Nine of Swords clarifying the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, there's something that is haunting you. There is something here that is causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry with the Ten of Swords. So it makes sense that you are recognizing that you got to get the clarity in your mind and leave it behind once and for all so that you can move forward in a better direction. Something that is really going to feel aligned with you. So let's continue. Let's get a clarifier on this Empress. The Empress. What is the Empress here for? What is Leo growing? What are they wanting? You know, remember the Empress is all about abundance. You know? In material things, in heart things, it's all about abundance. It's beautiful. So why is the Empress here? I mean, it's a beautiful card to have. Show me clearly, please. Okay, whoa. Got a lot here. Okay. We've got the Hangman, which is, you know, seeing things from it. We've got too many. This is a lot, so I'm not going to take all of these. Got the Five of Swords again. We have Six of Swords, which means moving away. We've got the Five of Wands. Let's put it back. Too many. But the Hangman did stay. So Hangman is about you seeing things from a different point of view. Again, that 360 bird's eye view here. There's something that you're trying to get clarity on, or that you are needing clarity on, that is going to bring you back into alignment with who you are and what your true sense of purpose is. I mean, this is actually a really beautiful reading because it feels fresh, it feels new, but it is after a time of kind of just contemplating and not really taking any action. The Hangman is not taking action. He's there, but he is in contemplation mode. But he's not moving. He's not putting any energy, like any moving energy into it. So that's what I feel like they're asking you to do. If you can do that, you will receive your abundance. You will receive all that you desire. So important for you to really tap into your higher knowing, your wisdom. You know, again, and I have to say this, the Hierophant also, for me on this card, they don't always give it to me, but I'm getting it now. Look at these gorgeous golden steps going up to the very top. That's golden steps. And at the very top, there's like fireworks and stars, and it just feels like magic is happening up there. I feel like you are going to be going up those golden stairs, but there's still just a little bit of time. There's a little bit of cleanup. I'll put it that way. I feel like there's a little bit of cleanup in some area of your life that you need to take care of first. Especially with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. There just is. There's something here that has to be cut out of your life. And again, this may not even be another person, Leo. This could be you. You know, we all have times in our lives where we're not seeing clearly and we're unable to make good, positive decisions for ourselves. So I feel like this is what they're asking you to do. And if you are able to do that, you are going to rise higher than you have before. Because you're going to connect with exactly what your true sense of purpose is here. For those of you that this is resonating with, it may not resonate with all of you for sure. Okay, I'm going to get this closed out. I'm going to get one for the let's get one on the Seven of Swords, actually. Why is the Seven of Swords here? What is going on in Leo's world in October that there feels like there's some sneakiness, some taking, some stealing? What is this energy? Why is it here? Please show me clearly for my Leos. Please show me clearly. Okay, these cards are just going crazy here. Let's realign. For the Seven of Swords, please, one card. One card, please, Spirit. Show me clearly. Okay, thank you. The Empress. Okay, so Leo, I'm going to be honest with you. So, wow, we got the Lovers on the bottom too. This is a choice. This is Gemini's card, by the way. The Empress is clarifying the Seven of Swords. So I have to ask this question because this is what they're giving me. Is it you that is kind of like tricking yourself here? Is there some part of you that is perhaps not being completely honest with yourself? You know? I mean, who hasn't been there before, right? Sometimes it's not easy to pull the mask or the curtain back a little bit and really allow ourselves to see things fully. And the reason I'm saying that is because the Empress is clarifying the Seven of Swords. And so what I feel is I feel that they're saying, look, there is more for you to clean. There's some cleanup you got to do, and you got to get clear in your mind here. And when you're able to do that, and when you're able to see clearly, because I feel like some of you feel like other people are taking from you, and hey, that may very well be. But for some of you, even at least one, what they're giving me is that you are actually taking away from yourself. You're the one that is kind of like sneaking, doing something sneaky, almost like, dare I say, self-sabotage. I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of dislikes, so whatever, that's fine. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. So, but if this is your reading and you are saying, you know what, CJ, I understand what you're talking about, because who doesn't do that? I do that. I mean, we all do that. We trick ourselves sometimes. I feel like that is what is needed. That is what is needed to get cleared out here, because you are going to receive all the abundance that you're wanting. The love, the passion, the material wealth, the groundedness, the comfortability of being who you are and being proud of who you are. So I guess I just feel like Spirit is asking you to really look deeply on that, because we have the Lovers on the bottom, Gemini's card, as I said. It could be about this relationship. Maybe it isn't really a good relationship, and maybe you've been fooling yourself that it is a good relationship. Do you know what I mean? But if you look at the reality of it, there's anguish, there's despair, there's just head hurting, fogginess, nothing clear here. The Lovers is also about that choice. It's up to you. I mean, we do have judgment here. So here's the thing. Whatever this is relating to, you get to make the decision. And in fact, that's where your power, your control lies. But what you decide to do here, almost like if you're not going to, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to say that. There's just a decision. There's a choice you need to make. And so I would say make this decision with all the information you possibly can before you actually walk away. I see that you're going to be walking away from whatever this is. It is coming to an end, especially with Ten of Swords and the World here. It is coming to an end. But you kind of want to clean it all up before you start on this new venture, this new cycle. That is going to be feels a lot better than where I feel you may be at this moment, or where you were. This could be partly past for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to get you one final card. I'm going to get you Pearl of Wisdom. Leo, you deserve the very best, what you want. And all I am trying to say as, your friend is really take a deep look at what is the Seven of Swords. Okay, because I'm going to show this card to you. This person is trying to get away with stealing a raven. And it looks like they are getting away with it, right? But they're being sneaky. It's kind of like that backstabbing kind of energy. It's, if it's us doing it to ourselves, like I said, it is that kind of denial energy. But it does need to be illuminated. The moon is in full swing here, and it is shining light. So I feel like that is a major message here. Just get really clear of what you do want and what you don't want. Be really honest with yourself. Strip away the layers. And you will then get your answers. And as you then leave what you need to leave in the past, you have a bright new future awaiting you. That does feel really abundant. It does feel really beautiful. Whew, okay, this is a pretty heavy message. All right, let's get you one final one from Pearls of Wisdom. All right, for my Leos, what final advice do you have, Spirit, for Leos who are resonating with this reading? There's just so much beautiful new potential waiting. And I don't think you'd want to take anything negative from the past with you. Ability and success, wow. And we have future knowledge on the bottom. I will take the time to read both. They're probably important. I think Sagittarius had this. Really interesting that you got a lot of cards of Aries and Sag. You 3 fire signs here. It's like a little koala bear. It says, you are being directed, and what you see as a struggle is fading away. Opportunities are opening up in a number of directions. That's how I feel. I feel like that's what is waiting, but there's something you got to clean out first. Future knowledge, beautiful. These 2 little, I don't know what kind of birds these are, but they're very cute. Your spiritual awareness is increasing, and you are guided to ground yourself. When the timing is right, events will happen. Wait, observe, listen, and be patient. It said, and the affirmation is, I am observant. Leo, this is the message they started your reading off with. It says, when the timing is right, the events will happen. So again, October is going to be a month of you waiting, observing, and just, having patience, clearing out the stuff that doesn't fit anymore, and wait, be patient. It's coming to you. I hope this makes sense for you. It is a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful transformative month. You just got to allow things to flow. Just go with the flow, you know. Just be the water. I know you're fire. Be the fire. You know, if you ever sat by a fire, which I'm sure you have, think about how it flickers. You know, it goes up here, it goes there. None of them get in the way of each other. The flames, they just beautifully flow together. So if this reading resonates with you, I feel like that is going to be what is going to get you through all of this. And man, on the other side, it's going to be awesome. All right, Leo, I hope this helped in some way. Thank you so much for being here and for your support on my channel. I appreciate you very much. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know how this may be playing out for you. I'd love to hear from you. All right, Leo.